There is a huge, massive war of words going on between Andre Onana and former Manchester United player Nemanja Matic ahead of a meeting between Man United and Olympic Lyon in the Europa League. Just after Man United looked stable and firm, there has always got to be something that shakes us up a bit. And I'll tell you, I quite like this, to be honest, and I'm going to tell you why. I like it ahead of this game. This is the psych these players need. You remember, Man United players always need something to psych them up before a very important game if they are going to come in there and fight. Now, if this isn't enough, then what can psych them up for a trip to Lyon? Subscribe, like, and share, and let's get into it. So, the details are quite interesting. So, apparently, Andrew Nana, he said certain stuff about Olympic Lyon, where Nemanja Matic, 36-year-old, plays. Remember, Matic was at Man United from 2017 to 2022, won no single trophy at Man United except the Community Shield. I don't think at Man United the Community Shield is counted as a title. I think that's not. But before even you get there, so these two guys ahead of their face-off, apparently, Onana made certain statements about Lyon, seeming to disparage it, saying that Man United is a far stronger team than Olympic Lyon. Of course, Lyon are lying fifth in the French league. Man United is lying in the Premier League. I don't want to say that position. But ahead of this game, clearly Man United is a better team. Now, I don't know exactly where Onana made the statements, but in the pre-match press conference, this journalist quotes Andrew Onana having apparently claimed that Lyon is a weak team. United is far stronger than them. And in response, Nemanja Matic says what? Said by who? Onana? If it came from David De Gea, Van der Sar, Peter Schmeichel, you would listen. But if it is coming from the worst goalkeeper in the history of Man United, according to stats, this is according to Matic, facts are facts. I mean, but do you have to say all the facts? Well, Matic really, really wants to play it dirty. Matic just loves to play it dirty. I honestly feel, for me, first of all, this should be unacceptable by UEFA. Two active footballers cannot go at each other this way. I think if you talk about fair play in football, if you talk about the values that football stands for, respect and professionalism, Matic lost it. That was below the belt for me. But on the other side, and I'm hoping that UEFA does something like this, cautions Matic or whatever, but they need to do something about it. I think they can't just let it slide. They need to do something about it, because players cannot just be attacking fellow players because they're stating facts just like that and destroying them just like that. You can see from Andre Onana's response, he responded and said he would never disrespect a football club like that ahead of a game. And he says he respects every team, but he went on to say that he hopes he expects a tough game against Olympic Lyon, and he goes on to say that at least he has won a major title with the biggest football club in the world. That is Onana. Now, of course, he posts an image of his FA Cup, him kissing the FA Cup title. Remember, like I said, Nemanja Matic did not win a single title at Man United. If you consider the Community Shield a title, that's for Arsenal, not for Man United. It's Mikel Arteta who considers the Community Shield a title. For Man United, we don't rate it. So he was runner-up, I think, in the EFL Cup, in the Europa League. He was runner-up everywhere, but never won a major title. So Onana is saying, what are you saying? You were here for 5 years. You didn't win nothing. I've been here for 2, and I've won the FA Cup. So it's an interesting battle. But I'll tell you, for me, this is good. It is good for Man United, because these players have shown us that they will always need something to psych them up ahead of a game. Now, if this does not psych them up, then clearly they also feel the same way about Andrew Onana. If Man United players don't fight for Onana on the pitch, if we don't see battles in France, football on-field battles, even in the tunnel, I want to see big battles. That dirty, nasty, football has been lacking for a long time. We've been craving that nastiness of a game. I want to see it. I'm actually now more excited about the temperament of the players, the character, the attitude they will show coming into the game. A Man United player is going to fight to protect their Onana from the disrespect he got from Nemanja Matic. Are they going to do that? If they don't, then I would lucky feel like they also feel the same way about Onana, just that they can't say it. Yeah, that's the thing. If these players don't put on a fight, it will show one thing. They feel the same way, just that they can't say it. But Matic, who on earth shoots to kill without taking hostages? You're going into this game. How will he stand? People are not do not fear. How do you stand? How in the world will you stand in front of Andre Onana and face him in the tunnel? How do you face him in the tunnel after making such a statement about him? I think football, bloody hell. But guys, and you would see really that Andre Onana was destroyed. He was properly destroyed by the statements. His response for me was a response of someone who has accepted, and the guy has hit me bad style, but I've got to respond. But you can see that he felt it hit him like a dagger. Now this comes at a time when Onana's wife, I think, had I think a bag, a 62,000 pounds bag snatched from her or something. There were those reports, and United, I think, have even given him security and stuff as they investigate what went on with his wife. So there is a lot around Onana now. I wonder whether this is going to dig him to push him into having a good game, or will it destroy him? What then does Amorim do? Remember, it's the Europa League and Altel Bindil is back. Does he still put Onana there just to prove a point? Does he stick to what could have been the plan to play Altel Bindil in the Europa League? I mean, it's a very interesting situation, but I think it sets us up for a good game. The neutrals will love it. I hope we too love it. I mean, we shouldn't lose, really. I hope we too love it as Man United supporters, but Matic, no hostages taken. No hostages. It's not funny, by the way. This is not funny. UEFA, do something about it. UEFA, do something about it. Because this is low-key racism. I don't think Nemanja Matic would have said that about a Man United goalkeeper, another active player, if he were not black. Yeah, I've said it. There is some racial undertones about this, and that's why UEFA needs to strongly condemn this. I think Man United need to condemn it officially. They need to release a statement condemning these words from a former Manchester United player. You cannot disrespect that. That's a devil on devil crime, I would call it. It's a devil on devil crime, and it's not acceptable. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, expect a tough battle. And the fans, definitely, the Lyon fans, the home fans, will have something now to use against Andre Onana if he's starting in between the sticks. So expect a tough game of football. Beautiful football. Football, bloody hell. Let me know what you think about Nemanja Matic's statements.